What's going on, friends, and welcome back to another week of Mushoku Tensei Sundays right here on the channel with your boy Dom from the Otaku Room. Alright guys, today we are jumping into episode number 17 of Mushoku Tensei, and last week, oh my god, what a banger last week's episode was. I'm talking about our boy Rudy coming and finally getting together with Paul and finally finding Daddy in the holy city of Milis. Like, it was just absolutely insane. The way that he met, the way that he put the holy grail on his face, the way it was cut off, the way that Paul laid into him, the way that Rudy laid into Paul, and at the end, Norn came to save Paul, and she was like, "Get away from my daddy." Like, and the fact that she didn't even recognize Rudy, like, at all whatsoever, like, there is just so much that happened in last week's episode. And obviously, at the end of it, Rudy just ended up just, like, walking away. He's like, I just need to get away. And what's worse about last week is there was, like, a little tidbit where there was a Kleenex or, like, a Kleenex type item on the floor, meaning that, you know, he stroked the magic dragon, and that ended up making him throw up, because that's the same shit that he ended up doing when his parents died in his past life. He ended up doing those same actions, so he realized that he was repeating those same things that he did, and it made him sick to his stomach. Now, eventually, you know, Eris came in and she consoled him last week, and she was able to kind of, like, you know, hold him tightly. But our boy needs to grow up. He needs to, like, make that next step, and he needs to go reconcile with Paul, and he needs to figure out what the next step is that he takes now, because he knows that there's some stuff that went down with the mana explosion now, and his focus was getting Eris home. But, like, at the end of the day, like, he needs to prioritize his family as well. So if he needs to go and sidetrack to go and now do that, that's what he needs to go and do. So regardless, I've talked enough. This episode is called Reunion. So it seems that we're going to get an even further insights into Paul. I'm not exactly sure what's going to happen. Maybe we'll get what happened to Paul during this episode. Maybe we'll just kind of get the continuation of what's going to happen between Paul and Rudy now. I don't know what we're going to get, but regardless, let's jump in to episode number 17. Let's go, my friends. Let's go. All right, here we go, guys. Daddy, 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 daddy. Okay, so essentially earlier last season, remember when Paul came home? When Paul came home during Rudius's birthday, right? So kind of that scene when he came home, he had grabbed Norn and he was holding her and he was kind of explaining what was going on to Zenith and to, you know, to everybody there. That must be when they were blasted away by the mana disaster. Paul does seem like the type who would freaking fall apart too. He does seem like the type that would fall apart. And at this point right now, Norn here is 3 years old. Rudy had turned 10. He left when he was 7. So yeah, at this point, yeah, Norn is 3 years old. And then roughly a year and a half, almost 2 years has passed. So right now she's about 5. Just about 5. Dang. I wonder where because he didn't, obviously he wasn't at the holy city of Milis or whatever it is. So I wonder where it beamed him exactly. And it's just crazy that the mana disaster itself just, like, yeeted everybody. I mean, the fact that it yeeted Rudy to the demon freaking continent is insane itself, you know? Yeah. Our boy Paul, man, he's just laying into the booze every day. And it's only been roughly, like, again, like a year and a half, almost 2 years. You know, that's a lot of time. He got, like, he went from, like, being, like, a 30-year-old man to being, like, a 40-year-old man in, like, a year and a half. Like, he got aged up. Yo, there's our boy. There's our boy. There's Rudy's underling. Yo, he really hits that thing, man. He really hits the hammer every day, huh? Yeah, what a piece of crap. Geez, where you been, bastard? Oh my god, yo, he knows Paul? What the hell? I see your mood's as foul as ever. Yo, Geese, where you been at? Yo, he knows. Yo, he knows. He knows Paul? That's crazy. That's all the more reason he did something I couldn't. He's a genius. Yo, set him right, Geese. Set him right, bro. He said you're always getting it wrong, dude. It's like you've never been there, huh? Oh, Geese is from the demon continent. Did we know that? Did we know that? Yeah, bro, you don't know what you don't know because you've never been there. It's boiling hot in the day and freezing at night. Yeah, no rain either. He's not exaggerating, dude. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, look at all that. People do have limits, dude. And he's a kid. Whether he's not a kid mentally, he's a kid physically, you know what I mean? And he's so immature. You idiot, because you're his dad. he said, yeah. He said, yeah, because you're a hopeless dad, bro. He's like, why would he worry about me? Because I'm hopeless? Yes. Yeah. Yeah, he's like, it doesn't take a genius to see how pathetic you look right now, Paul. Yeah, go clean up, homie. It turned out to be some scummy drunk. Yeah, Paul, think about it, bro. Yeah, he made it. Instead of castrating your son, were you hoping for a dead-eyed son with parts of him missing? Thinking over again sober. Yeah, seriously, though. He can't, though. This man's pounding back the brewskis freaking 24/7 over here. Aw, this lady's putting Norn to sleep. Good. Good. Have some nightmares, man. Have some nightmares. Like, you found your boy, right? And obviously, you know, there's a lot of things that we could say about Rudy and stuff, but like, yo, you found your boy. And you're gonna let him walk away, you know what I mean? Yeah, you're gonna let him walk away. What if he gets in some serious trouble just because you think that he's like some super genius? Which, you know, in his defense, he is. But just because he's a 34-year-old man, he's a 34-year-old man who did nothing in those 34 years. So his mentality is that of like a high schooler still, at best, you know, which means, oh, he has the mentality of what, like a 16, 17-year-old at best? Some people don't grow up, you know what I mean? Oh no, Rudy. He's like, I'm his father. I see you're a real playboy now. I like how yeah, there you go, Rudyard. There you go, Rudyard. Yo, so awkward for this dude. And yo, your boy Rudy just barely got here to this continent. You know what I mean? Yo, this bartender's getting frustrated at this awkward ass conversation too. There's nothing there. The towns and the people all vanish. Oh my gosh, that means the place that he's been trying to get heirs to is gone too. Damn it. Yeah, what an interesting conversation going on right now. Seriously, though. On the house? At least look him in the face. I feel like I've seen a face like that somewhere a long time ago. Where was it? Right after I stopped going out. Must be nice to get to spend all day gaming. Oh, this must be back when he was like in high school or something, huh? We have to be grown up about this? I'm pretty sure Paul is 30 this year. Yeah, look at that. Yo, Paul looks like he's like 40, man. He got this whole event aged him up. Yeah. We never had a fight. He said, just come over here. Now spread your arms. He said, I can't jump into your arms like that. Now that's a moment, y'all. That's a moment right there. Good for them. Say it, Paul. Yeah, there you go, Paul. The bartender must be in the back just like that, you know what I mean? Yeah, Paul needed to release all his grievances, you know what I mean, and needed to, you know, let go of all of his failure and everything. Yeah, look at that board. And he's like, he's squeeze, 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 squeeze. Yeah, good for them. Good on you, Rudy, man. Good on you, dude. What an episode. What an episode, y'all. Ah, it's so good.
それがなかなかお前の時は一発だったんだがな。一発でこんな優秀な息子が生まれるとは。
You're still telling it lucky son in one try. Yo, why does Ares have a freaking... It wasn't easy to stop her. Rudyard beat him up. Yo, Rudyard freaking beat Ares up. Rudyard's just your superb travel buddy now. I wonder if he does end up finding Zenith. I wonder what Zenith is gonna think about freaking Rudyard. You know what I mean? Yo, he needs to make up with Norn. She said no. Yeah, there it is. Oh, he gave him a little Rudyard. He gave him a little Rudyard statue. I wonder what she's gonna think about that. Have you said goodbye to your boys? Yo, 𝐬𝐲 just shows up out of nowhere. I wonder if he's gonna low-key follow freaking yeah, he's gonna go freaking follow freaking Rudy. Change of plans? Yes, I'm glad that meeting Rudy kind of reinvigorated Paul. You know what I mean? Plus, Rudy has to come to terms that he looks like identical to Paul. You know what I mean? That's probably how a young Paul looked. Damn, what an episode. Next episode, Separate Journeys. Whew, wow. Wow, 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 wow. All right, everyone. Well, thank you guys for joining me for episode 17. Emotions ran high. Definitely a freaking gorgeous episode. Definitely love this episode quite a bit. This was definitely a very entertaining, very emotional episode for me, the viewer, and for you, and for Paul, and for Rudy, all of it. But thank you guys so much for joining me for another episode. Make sure you guys go check out my full episode review. I'm gonna give you guys all my thoughts during that review. That'll be over here, so go click that bad boy right now. Go check out our review. Appreciate you guys being here every week for Mushoku Sundays, and I'll see you guys next week for episode 18. Peace out, my friends.